Alright guys, so we're back here today with a kind of different sort of video. I think this is my first video without a camera, and there's really no reason for that other than I just wanted to do a different kind of video, I guess. I just wanted to kind of talk to the camera, or not, talk to the microphone, rather. And I don't know. I didn't feel like making my bed. I didn't feel like, I just felt like I wanted to talk today. So, that's what we're going to do. I'm playing some Call of Duty Zombies in the background. I figured I could play this or Stardew Valley. But Stardew Valley, I don't know. Zombies it's easier not to think when you're playing zombies. I feel like I'm not thinking about anything I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of pressing buttons. Yeah, see, that looks good. Oh, no, we can't do it. All right, well, moving on. So this is this is a new zombies map that I haven't played yet. So today the topic of the video, and I think I'm going to go no cuts on this, but I wanted to talk about my experience working with autism. So if everything goes right, I guess, or something, I've just retired from my college job, where I was responsible for basically helping other kids in college who have autism. Go to class, participate, make sure that everything's going okay, taking notes for them, all that kind of stuff. Just day-to-day, day-to-day help for students with autism. I had I think 5 students this semester, maybe 6. I had 4 or 5 last semester, and it's a nice job too, because you just do it in between. In between my classes, I just I basically attend other people's classes with them, and just I don't know, it's fun. I get to take I had to take some paleontology class, and I'm a math and economics major, and I've done all my prerequisites. There's no reason in hell that I would ever take a paleontology class if I didn't have this job, right? And did you guys know that snails have cylindrical tongues, and that they can use them they're needle sharp, and they can use them to stab. And basically, just if you've ever seen a seashell with a hole in it, it's because a snail punctured a hole in that shell and ate the oyster or whatever from inside out, basically. So what a fun fact that I never would have learned to know, And then I don't know, this semester especially, I had a harder caseload. Let me pause this. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Do you ever just get so hungry that you can't do anything until you, eat something? That's kind of what just happened to me. I just was all of a sudden I was I don't know if it's a blood sugar thing. I don't know what it is, but every once in a while, I'll just get so hungry that it's oh, I can't. Fuck, this volume has to be turned down. Or I gotta turn myself up. Somebody turn this shit up. Somebody turn my shit up. That's what the line is. Oh wait. Alright. So yeah. Food, that's annoying. I just hate eating's annoying, man, at the end of the day. But I'm talking about my job here. So yeah, I got my job 3 semesters ago. And this is my last, I'm graduating. I feel like I played this map before, but it says it's new, but I'm graduating, this week, and, if everything goes according to plan, and nobody needs hand holding during their exams, then I have, finished my job. And I actually got Mentor of the Month last month for the month of September, which I was actually very proud about because I got to be honest, sometimes I'll be at work and be like, yeah, like I suck at my job. I'm lazy sometimes. I'm like supposed to take notes and then I don't even know what'll happen, but I'll just realize like, oh, I haven't been taking notes for the past half hour now. Like, well, that's not great. And but okay, I kind of did earn Mentor of the Month though. I got to be honest with you. I Mentor of the Month was kind of well deserved because I like I said, so like I was saying before I paused, I had some difficult students this semester. And so let's see, who do I have? Like I had I'm just gonna use real names. If my ex bosses see this and like, do you need me to bleep names or something? Then I can do that. But like, I don't. I'm just gonna, or okay. Let's just say they're fake names for the sake of the story. Okay. But I had like Ryan, who was very like, maybe the least needs of all the students. He didn't want anybody to know that he had a mentor. You know what I mean? He just wanted everything to be like, he just wanted to do it himself. And like, yeah, easiest one to work with, right? And then we have like, on the other hand, we have Henry, who I multiple times like at least once a week. I had him for class twice a week, and like at least once a week, I would have to write a lengthy report on like what he. Oh, geez, I'm gonna die. Like what did Henry do today? And like it's like I've never, at one point my boss asked me like who my favorite and least favorite students were to work with, and like I had different answers then, but Henry is both my favorite and least favorite to work with. He is rude. Let's see. Let's talk about Henry. He we had to have a sit down meeting with him and his the social worker who's actually paid real money to be there. Not real money because she's a social worker, but like more than me. And we had to sit down, me, Henry, and the social worker, because Henry was not listening to me in class, and it was like a problem, right? We're gonna save this just so I can like, because I feel like I want to talk, and I'm about to die playing zombies. So, but, so let's see. Henry is rude. Henry didn't realize that I was his mentor for and this is the second semester that I've been his mentor. So it's completely not on me that it didn't register that I'm his mentor at this point. Like, he knows he has mentors for all of his classes. And it's in some classes he's not allowed in without a mentor. I had to the other day. So I have a Henry for anthropology, and he has three papers for the semester, and then like a final. And I don't even think he had a final, but then the other thing he had was classwork, and this is kind of the getting Henry to do classwork is like pulling teeth. Okay, it's brutal, and I say this with all the love in the world for all the like everybody, like everybody, God love everybody with autism. My ex-girlfriend actually had autism. She was diagnosed with autism while we were together, actually. So, which is actually part of what helped me get my job was like, I wrote that on my application that like I had some like real experience, So, in like somebody like Henry too, when he gives a speech, he's compelling. He's he's in your face. He's unapologetic. He's like argumentative. I feel like I'm just shitting on him, but like he is my little my pal at the end of the day. I'll say like um he's just a difficult. He's one of God's special children. He's definitely one of those cases. But yeah, so so for a class like, can I turn this game volume down? Jesus Christ, I don't want to mute it. It's just loud as fuck in my headphones, and I don't. Okay, whatever. So his ceramics teacher is not very patient with him, and so what happened was my boss called me one morning and said, hey, we need you to, like, instead of going to what you were going to go to today, like, instead of helping your normal students today, you need to help Henry with ceramics because he's not allowed in the classroom without a mentor. And so I'm like, okay, and I immediately see why, because Henry likes, what he likes is like push pins, right? Because he likes cleaning things with push pins, and he likes the accuracy of cleaning something with a push pin, right? He likes to clean walls with the push pin. He just like scrapes a push pin against everything. It's like he has OCD major, and like, yeah, he likes the push pin, and he's actually been trying to quit the push pin recently, which is not going very well. But there was a container in this ceramics class that was just labeled pointy objects, and I saw that and I was like, that now I see why he needs a mentor, because him with the sharp object container, it's just full of different things, various pushpin like items that you would. It's like all those like painting, the very fine painting tools and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like the little like. So he just has unfettered access to this now, right? And I had to. It was maybe every 4 minutes. I was there for. We were there for 3.5, almost 4 hours, because in most of the class had left, but he hadn't done his assignment. So I was like, dude, we're not leaving until you do your fucking work. You have 2 days left in the semester. You have 4 bowls to paint. It takes you an hour and a half to paint a bowl. Like, you gotta work. And so, but it was every 3 minutes probably that I had to tell him not to fucking touch this jar of sharp objects, and then it was maybe every 45 seconds that I had to remind him that he had an assignment to do. And then at some point he has the audacity to say like, I'm pretty sure the class is over. I'm like, dude, you haven't done your work. You haven't done shit the entire time you've been here. You've dicked around. You've like he like had this OCD thing with cleaning his brush, and then what he would do is he would clean the brush in the sink, and then he would go over to the sink, or like he would clean the brush in the sink, and then he would just start cleaning the sink with the brush. And like, I guess I should mute myself because I'm pretty sure I'm speaking, but he would clean the sink with the brush, and like and I was like, dude, you have got it. I was like, you can't clean the sink. And he was like, I'm not cleaning the sink. And I'm like, what? I'm asking him, like, what else would you call what you're doing, Henry? But other than washing the sink, that was dumb. I shouldn't have died at that need. But like, dude, like, he's argumentative for the sake of being argumentative. He's intelligent, but like, he just won't do his work. Like, he has these daily, assignment reflection things, and it's like, I literally, it's like 1% of your grade per day is just on these reflections. I got him to do maybe half of them. Like, he doesn't, he's just, in like, I would tell his coach, like, yo, he's not doing shit, and she's kind of like, yeah, like, I know, like, just keep on, kind of trying to do your best, and like, all right, that's what, it's not my responsibility if they pass or fail the class. That's the good news, is like, that's not my issue is to tell somebody if they are not going to class, or if you're Henry. One time, I had to report that he had dropped the N-word in class with a hard R and in a German accent, because he was doing a Hitler voice for some reason. He's obsessed with World War II and different wars, and he's obsessed with the Nazi Party. And like he's not pro-Nazi, but he just like is obsessed with the evils of Nazism, right? So with that, he fucking is like, I don't remember what he was doing, but we were talking about like, when, like, is the N-word ever appropriate to say? Like, it was one of those conversations. And he just turned to the girl next to him, and he was like, he's like, you don't have to be racist to be like to say the N-word. And then he starts doing a German accent, and he was like, oh, I'm Hitler, and blah, 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 blah. And I don't even know what he was saying, because all that was happening in my head was I was just saying, like, please don't say the N-word, please don't say the N-word, please don't say the N-word. And then he just drops the N-word, hard R, and I'm like, dude. Like, I'm just like laughing at this point. Like, I don't even know what the fuck else to do. I'm just laughing. I'm like, dude, I have to tell Nima now. Nima is like his coach, and he was like, just add as much context as you can. And I'm like, I mean, I can add all the context in the world, but you still. Like you can't just yell the N-word and I can't just not say anything if you do, like, you know what I mean? So, these are the kinds of challenges that I faced as a peer mentor. I was hit one time. I didn't even report that, but this kid Thomas, he struck me, and I was like, I'm just gonna like, he's. I don't think he meant to do it. I think he's more of a big oaf kind of guy, and he hit me out of like out of confusion or something. So I just kind of let that one go. But if I forget who his coach is, but if his coach is seeing this, he did hit me one time, my first semester working there. So that was fun. But I honestly this job taught me a lot about patience, and like, I really am, because I'm half an autist anyway. We know this, but it's like, man, like I really am lucky, and things could really be a lot worse for me. You know what I mean? Like I struggle with things, but like, I'm not struggling with like basic. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like. So the teacher said we should do the reading, so that means that we should do the reading now. Like some people actually need that level of explanation and like support. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's amazing anything in the world gets done. Honestly, you know what I mean? Just like between all the mental illness and like all the like different sicknesses and just things that go on in the world. It's amazing that like buildings get built, even, like just that shit, I don't know. It's, yeah. Boy, I overall had a really great experience working with, because like it was challenging at times. Like I had this kid, Jack, and Jack had, he had autism, but he also had Tourette's, and I am in general, like, fun fact about me is, like, I don't like loud noises. I'm not a fan of loud noises, okay? And so Jack, with his tics, he just screams sometimes, you know what I mean? And I have to sit next to him and take notes for him, and like people are looking at me like, and then he's screaming out and just as a tick, for no reason, and people are looking at me like there's something that I am supposed to or can even do about this, and it's, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So like, just, putting me in uncomfortable situations, I think that's like a great way of growing. And yeah, no, I was definitely like put to the test on many occasions. And yeah, it's like I said, I got to learn a lot of like cool things along the way. And a funny story about Jack is like, I was at the gym like last week, like recently, and I see Jack there, and I see Derek, another one of my kids, and they're working out together or whatever. But Jack sees me from like across the gym, and he's like, Adam, I'm like, oh, I'm like, hey Jack, I'm like, I wave to him, and then he comes over, and I start doing chest press. I start doing reps. Okay, I'm chest pressing, and like I'm mid rep here. Okay, and Jack walks over to me, and he goes, hey Adam, how are you doing? Wait, what's up? And oh, that was weird. Okay, because the game said shh, and I was like, the fuck is talking to me? He's like, hey Adam, what's up? And I'm like mid rap, and I'm just like, oh, just and then he just turns and walks away. Like, he just turns and walks away, and that was it. That was our conversation. Like, good talk, Jack. That's. But I just I just thought it was like, I mean, it's like out of a sitcom. Just like, really, you're gonna like, who talks to somebody while they're in the middle of us tries to make conversation? Like what an insane person, you know what I mean? But these are the kinds of people that you're dealing with. But honestly, it was like a really fun job. It also like did a lot to help with like scheduling, I would say. You know what I mean? Like having to be up early, and like it got me to like structure my days, more than I would have had to otherwise, and like things like that. So like but yeah, it's just like, I don't know, working with autism is like, you never know. It's like you kind of never know what people's needs are going to be, you know what I mean? And it gave me a perspective, at least, where like, as far as like meeting people where they're at and like that kind of thing, like it goes a lot deeper than like, I don't know, just like making sure somebody is good is one thing, but like, it's like these kids will tell you they're good, and then it's like, okay, but I can see that you haven't done any of your assignments, and you haven't done any. It's like, I don't know. You've had to like level with and be like, hey, dude, come on, like, you're lying to me. Why are you? What, like, let's not. And I like, and I've said don't lie to me before, and I was screamed at and said, are you calling me a liar? And I was like, dude, like, I know you're lying, though. I know you're lying to me. Don't act surprised that I'm calling you a liar when like you're lying to my face, But it's just like, I don't know, that like, it's like I'm gonna deal with a lot of different people in the course of my life, you know what I mean? And I guess it's like somebody who's comfortable lying to your face is, oh, I suck, is one of those people, probably. So yeah, it's just a good, it's just good life experience all around. It's I don't know, and it feels good helping people that like, kind of like they do need my help. Like sometimes I would be like, I get migraines sometimes, or like, it feels bad when you don't show up, because like they are relying on you, and like they do need you, and like, it's a really good program. Like they're required to do a certain number of like study table hours based on how many credits they're taking, and like they're very well like monitored, honestly. It's like one of the only programs in the country for like autism. Like, yeah, it's called the College Supports Program. I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of crazy that I'm done because like I don't know, I just had such a great experience, honestly, and so, and you know what's funny enough is like I'm waiting to hear back about like a job that's would start after I graduate, obviously. So like my first real job, I'm waiting to hear back. And my mom calls me the other day. She's like, "Hey, like, do you have an email back from, this place yet?" And I was like, "No, but I did just get an email saying that that peer mentors are getting raises next semester. So that's really awesome." So, I made like $13.50 an hour or something like that. And honestly, my mom has paid bills a couple times just because, like, $13.50 is not. And like, because I also can only work like 20 hours a week. Like, there just aren't that many available hours to work. Like, so the cap on the money is very limited. But I'm thankful to my mom for like helping me out because like I usually could cover the bills, but once or twice I think I owe her like a couple $100. At this point, like it's not too bad, but I definitely could like use the help over college because I'm took this altruistic job that wasn't really paying, but it was definitely worth it, and yeah, I don't know, I feel like that job has made me more suitable for like more adaptable for like being put in any position, you know what I mean, like you really never know what you're going to get with that job. And yeah, I'm just grateful I got the opportunity for it. I feel like I'm rambling now, but and like I don't know. I hope that this video was on topic enough as far as working with autism goes, because like it's obviously just one person's experience, and like there's only so much I can say, and I feel like I'm running long, and I'm not gonna do any editing on this, so yeah, it's a different kind of video, but I hope you guys can see where I'm coming from and like what I'm saying here, because it really was a unique experience, and I would recommend it to pretty much anybody, especially now that the pay's increased. That's a bonus for sure. So like, I don't know. Yeah, really great opportunity, really great experience. Those bosses were great, and yeah, really just a unique job. Like I didn't even know that job existed, because like it really doesn't usually, so yeah, just yeah, great time. And so I don't know, I think that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different, but like and subscribe, and I don't know, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what kind of videos you want to see from me. I can do more stuff like this, like more story time stuff. I can pretty much do whatever. So just let me know, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm probably going to upload this relatively quickly, so hopefully you guys enjoy. And yeah, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.